Yo, this is Real Talk E. Welcome to the locker room where we talk nothing but basketball. If you want to be part of the locker room, you obviously have to be part of the team. In order for you to be part of the team, you have to subscribe and share the video to not only be part of the team in the locker room, but to also be a part of our daily basketball conversations so that you don't miss nights of basketball like this. Now, yesterday in the league was actually a boring night, even though there was 8 games going on, and I'll explain. For example, Bucks game, Giannis didn't play, Drew Holiday didn't play. Bucks ended up winning. I mean, the Pistons are like the worst team, if not the second worst team in the league right now. The Pelicans played the Blazers, and Damian Lillard and Anthony Simons didn't play. I mean, the Blazers kind of accept they're not going to make the play-in. There's not even enough time left for them to really make a real push here. So, yeah, that was over. Pelicans smoked them, and that was it. But the games that we did have, they were entertaining. I mean, we saw the Clippers go up against the Bulls. And let's start off with this game because this game felt like it was a back and forth the entire time. I mean, it was like Clippers go up by 3, Bulls come back and they go up by 3, and then it was like a little back and forth for a while, and out of nowhere it was just like the Clippers took a lead and never looked back, ever, like at all. And the Bulls just did not look like the same Bulls team that just beat the Lakers. I don't know if the Lakers are just that bad this year, and they just been getting by every now and then, or are the Bulls really not that good? Or did they have a bad night? Like, which one is it? Because Kawhi didn't even have his best game last night. Like, it didn't even feel like a Kawhi, dominant game. It really felt like it was a Clippers team win, like a team effort. You had Eric Gordon come off the bench. He had 22 points. He had like 5, 6 threes. I mean, the Clippers hit like 10 threes in the first half. That was insane. And like, I mean, me personally, when I look at this Clippers team, I don't think they'll hit 10 threes in the first half. But I remember thinking to myself, like, yo, when are they going to make a two? When are they going to miss? Because it's just like every time they took a three, it just felt like it was going to go in every single time. I mean, I think even Kawhi had like 1 or 2 threes last night. And it was like they was keeping the Bulls away at all times with the 3-point shot. And I believe when they were up against the Pelicans, they went 4 for 16 from 3. Last night in the first half, they were like 10 for 19 or 10 for 20 from 3 in the first half. And we get into the second half to start off the third quarter. I believe they hit like 5 threes. And Eric Gordon had like 5 threes of his own. And I was like, this Clippers team was just raining threes. Like, in the first half, right? They took 17 threes, and that was more than the twos that they took. Like, most of their shots were threes. I believe they had 30 shots in total, and 17 of them were threes, which is insane. And around the end of the third quarter, they had already taken 27 threes and made more than half of them, which means they took like 27 and had to make about 15 to 16. Like, that's insane to see. Like, 15 threes is like 45 points. And they had 124 last night. So I'm pretty sure they also made more threes. And surprisingly enough, their free throw shooting was not all that. Like, they were not great at the free throw line last night. However, they won the game by 12, so I guess it didn't come back to haunt them. And the Bulls team just did not make them pay, like, at all. I mean, Zach LaVine had 23. DeMar had like 21. And to be honest with you, I think the Bulls are in a weird time right now where they're trying to find a way to have DeMar and Zach LaVine feel like 1A and 1B, because for the whole last year, it felt like it was just DeMar, just the number one. He just took over the number one spot on the team. Zach got injured, and just felt like now it's for sure DeMar DeRozan as the best player on the team. And I feel like this year, for a while, it was kind of like that because Zach was still trying to recover from his surgeries and stuff like that. And now, I feel like they're trying to make Zach LaVine feel somewhat comfortable or feel like he's still the man on the team, and also try to like figure out a way to have 1A, 1B on some like Celtics type of play. And it's just like, I feel like it's wrong timing. It's not the right time to do that. I feel like if you're fighting for a play-in spot, if you're fighting to get into the play-in, or even the playoffs, you need a clear number one option right now. It's not time to explore and experiment. Um, I guess you can try out the next like 3 4 games or so. And if that doesn't work, you just be like, you know what, Demar, you got the keys, or you know what, Zach, you got the keys, and just run the team, run everything, and see where you take us. Because against the Lakers, when Zach LaVine had it, and it felt like they were playing through Zach, they looked great. They looked like they're gonna win the game, and they did win the game. They looked amazing at all cylinders. They were just clicking. When DeMar usually got the ball, I mean, they do look good, but it really just looks like a DeMar show. Like him just getting to the mid range, him getting to the free throw line, having 40 points. That's the only way felt like they were gonna win. So now that they're trying to contribute both of them, or find a way for both of them to have like nights that actually matter and punish the defense, is gonna mean a lot for the team, but it's also going to take a lot of time. And are the Bulls ready to wait more? Are the fans ready to wait more? Can DeMar and Zach LaVine coexist? Like, how long would it take? Or is this a bad pairing? Or is it just the others on the team? Do they need better role players? Because their role players are not bad, but in my opinion, they're all mid. I mean, I will keep Alex Caruso for his defense, but everybody else is kind of mid. Like, we have not seen anything crazy from them. Kobe White, I mean, he's giving you 7 points off the bench, 10 points off the bench, 13 points off the bench. Like, is not a consistent six man, and I feel like he needs to find that now, or at least next year, bro. Because for him to be a six man for this team will mean a lot. It can open so many doors for this team. And I feel like he needs that. They need to allow him to come off the bench, just be him. He might chuck up a whole bunch of shots, maybe like 15 shots a game off the bench, but it's fine. Let him do him, and it will be a good scoring punch off the bench, and it could come back and really help the Bulls out. As long as you have better pieces around that. And last night, they lost the game. It just felt like the Clippers were the better team. It felt like they had the better players on the court. It felt like the Clippers are like just more hungry for a spot than the Bulls, and it just showed last night. Kawhi had like 22 points. I mean, they have Bones Highland come off the bench, and he had 13 points. And in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is very like an underrated pickup for the Clippers. To have Bones Highland and Eric Gordon come off the bench is super underrated. I feel like it can really come back and help them a lot, like so much. Maybe now, like this year in the playoffs, or even next year if they're like still on the contract, because this Clippers team will need that. I promise you. And it just looks good, somebody coming off the bench and being able to do what they do. And especially for Bones Highland, he could get his 10, 13, 15 points. And he also gave them like 8 assists last night. He could do that on a regular basis. Now, maybe not 8 assists on a regular basis, but he could give you like 10 and 5, 15 and 4, 6 assists. He could probably, every now and then give 8, 9 assists. Like, he could do more off the bench, and it'll be a good like piece for the Clippers. The Clippers look really good on paper. Like, if you look at this team on paper and you just like analyzing player by player and how they fit together, you would be like, how is this team struggling? How have they not won a championship so far? Like, what is going on with this team? But in reality, just the top two guys have not played together for a long time, and that's always gonna come back and hurt you. But that's like the risk you take when you have two top guys, and they have a history of injuries and stuff like that. It just like, I don't know, I feel like they had the first year they could have won it. It was a lot of hype, a lot of noise. They could have done something amazing for this Clippers nation. But I mean, the window is still open in my eyes, and I see a lot of people saying that Kawhi's under the most pressure. I don't think Kawhi's under the most pressure. I think the ship has sailed for this Clippers team. I think nobody cares if they win or not. If they do win, obviously everybody's gonna tune in and we're gonna watch because Kawhi, and it is what it is. But I don't think he's under pressure. I think he is playing with house money. I think the entire Clippers team is playing with house money. I feel like they just playing with nothing to lose. I feel like a lot of other guys are under pressure. I don't think Kawhi is one of them this year. Maybe if it's next year and the Clippers are gonna blow it up, yeah. But this year, nah. I feel like they're still gonna stay for at least one extra year, especially with this new team, and then they might blow it up. So I don't think he's under the most pressure right now. I think it'll be next year. Now, our next game of the night, we had the Timberwolves go up against the Kings, and oh my god, bro. When I tell you the one game, I needed the Kings to win. I needed De'Aaron Fox to clutch up in the crunch time. I needed this Kings team to put up 185 points. They come out here and lose to the Timberwolves that don't even have Karl Anthony Towns, that had Kyle Anderson have a double-double with like 11 assists, 15 points. I forgot his name. I could never, I always get him confused with his brother. I don't know if it's Jalen or Jaden, but, the McDaniels brothers. Last night, he had like 13 points in the first quarter. And I was like, damn, he looks great. He's unstoppable. They could not guard him. And that's the thing with this Kings team, is that they cannot play defense at all. And I heard the announcers be like, oh, look, now they're starting to play defense. They're starting to stall the Timberwolves on their offense or whatever. Yeah, all that sounds cute. It sounds good, but that's not real defense. How about you go get a couple stops in a row? I'm tired, bro. The one time I needed them to clutch up. The one time I needed them to win. Everybody's been saying, oh my God, De'Aaron Fox, the clutchest player in the league. Da da da. The one time I needed them, bro, I would have paid them. I would have bribed them. Yo, they did not show up. And they lose by 3 points. At the end of the game, Fox and Keegan Murray had 2 attempts at the 3-point shot to tie the game. Both of them missed. I was like, no way. No way, man. Not the clutchest player in the league going out like this. Not what I expected. Couldn't be my clutchest player on my team. Not the number one, best scorer in 5 minutes of the game left. He missed the 3 to tie the game, bro. And I know, people gonna miss shots. I know, yeah, it's cool. But, right now, I'm just tight, bro. How do you let the Timberwolves beat you? And how do you let all those guys go off? I don't even remember the last time, I don't even think Jaden McDaniels has ever had a 13, 15-point first quarter. How did you manage to give him one last night? And Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox over here put up 24 points, 29 points. All that looks good. All that looks cute until you get stopped. Until there's defense. Until there's a team that's outscoring you. Until you're in the playoffs. And the game is slowed down. It's annoying, bro. Play defense. Play defense. Honestly, it's disrespectful to the game when I'm here watching and everybody's talking about, De'Aaron Fox saying that, the coach wants me to play more defense, play better defense, I have to be up there on a couple of possessions. And, this year, I'm doing that. Da-da-da. So why are you giving up 118 points? Why are y'all giving up 130, 140, 170 points? Why every time I see a Kings game is always one of the most, if not the most highest scoring games of the night? Why? Why is that? Explain that to me, please. And I know he's not the main defender. I know he can't be the main defender. He's doing everything else on the court. But Like no one else is doing anything. They're all doing the same thing on defense. Obviously, they're all giving some type of effort. I mean, they're on the court. They have to, or else they'll literally look like an all-star game. But every single game, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm tired. Please play defense. Win games I need you out to win. Please beat the Timberwolves. If you guys play the Clippers again, beat them. If you guys play the Warriors again, beat them. If you guys play the Suns again, lose to them, please. Man, y'all get it. Y'all know, bro. Y'all know why I'm tight now. It is what it is, bro. And then last thing I want to talk about, bro, this Bradley Beal situation. Apparently he's being investigated by the police because he knocked the fan's hat off for the fan talking crazy to him. I am sick and tired of fans coming to watch players play and then talk to them like they're nothing. Like they're speaking to these people that are running up and down the court like they're robots. Hello, these are actual humans. And if you decide to bet on a game or a parlay or a player or anything, that's your responsibility. If you lose that money, you lose that money. Stop getting mad at players and cursing the player out because you're the one that lost the money. Because at the end of the day, bro, I'm sick and tired of that, bro. I know the players are getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars. I know they're getting paid tens of millions, 20s, 50s, whatever, bro. But don't sit here and violate them expecting them not to have emotions because they're just rich. No, bro. Money does not make you numb to real life situations. Money does not take your feelings away. These are regular people with families, with responsibilities, with all that, bro. Don't sit here and push their buttons. You don't know what he's going through. The Wizards are having a bad season again. When they have promised him they're going to try to win. You don't know if that man is depressed. You don't know what he's going through, bro. Y'all just say whatever, expecting not to get hurt. Because y'all protected by these rules of the NBA where you can say whatever you want to the player, but the player can't even say nothing back to you. Like, that's stupid, bro. Stop doing that. If you say something to the player and they say something back to you, don't get mad. Because y'all gotta understand, there's people like me out there, Stephen A, JJ Redick, Kenny, KOT4Q, and everybody from Through the Wire. Like, there's people like us out there that are criticizing these players and talking about these players every single day. Okay? And these guys have emotions. Some of the things that people like me, even though, I'm not up there yet, but people like me and everybody that I named say, like things that we say can hurt their feelings sometimes, bro. Or sometimes they could go to a game and that could be on their mind. Like, they are humans. As much as they stand in front of the camera and they say like, oh, no, we don't pay attention to that. We don't get to that, da-da-da. They're humans, bro. Like, it's going to happen. And y'all sit here cursing them out, being like, oh, F you made me lose this much money. You made me lose that. No, you made yourself lose that much money because you're dumb. You're actually stupid. You decided to bet on a game or bet on someone else's work ethic, someone else's, performance instead of yours. You decided to bet on someone else's life instead of yours. You decided to bet on someone else winning something instead of yourself. That's your fault. You can't get mad at nobody else but you because you chose to bet on something that's not you, something that has nothing to do with you. If you're going to bet on yourself. How about you go up there and do what he does? See how hard it is. You go up there and try to hit a half-court shot for $50,000 in the game. You go up there and try to hit a three-pointer. They give fans a chance every single night to do so. And most of them be missing. I'll say like a good 1 to 2% of them actually make the shot. A lot of them miss. And these players are doing it while moving, while getting hit, banged up, all that. You can't even do it when you're wide open. With nobody on the court but you. So how about you bet on yourself? How about you go hit the gym, alright, and go play with some money? to see how much money you lose. You over here bet on another man doing him, and then getting mad when you lose the money. If you're gonna do something that's stupid, don't get mad when you lose the money, because that's the whole point of gambling. You're gonna lose more than you make, and that's just how it is, bro. Stop going to things and then getting mad when you lose them, and then blame everybody else but your own self and your own addiction. That's stupid, bro. And all he did is knock his damn hat off. Pick your hat up, shut the hell up, and leave. It's that simple. Like, leave that man alone, bro. Leave him alone. Everybody want to come up. Everybody want money. Everybody want something. How about you go work hard for that? I'm tired, bro. But anyways, that's enough of me rambling and chatting. It's time for y'all. Let me know what y'all think down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Real Talk with E, and it's time to leave the locker room. I'm going to catch y'all. Safety.
Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
The officials have to review it. And the Lakers win the game. Banks it in. He banks in the three.
To win it. Good. That's why he's NBA All-Defensive Team. Adebayo, sky high with the block and rejection.
This is for the win. Got it. Wow.
At 7, working against Butler, got down.